Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation on the Bushveld Igneous Complex. So these maps show the location of the Bushveld Igneous Complex in South Africa. Here we can see that it extends into the provinces of Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and Gauteng, and then the northwest. And here we just see just zoomed in image of the Transvaal, which is what it used to be called. This province used to be called. So what is the Bushveld Igneous Complex? The Bushveld is a large igneous province formed by volcanic activity. The complex consists of multiple suites of rocks, each of which in turn holds multiple layers. Different layers are sources of different types of valuable metals. Some favor platinum, for example, while others are rich in chromium. It includes the Platinum Reef, worked by Rustenburg Platinum Mines Limited, and constitutes the world's greatest reserve of the platinum metals. The Bushveld complex is 9 kilometers thick and covers an area of 66,000 square kilometers. It is the largest igneous intrusion on Earth. The climate of the complex includes an extensive land area of tropical and subtropical grasslands, savannas, and shrublands. It is characterized by trees, mainly acacia and baobab, as well as thorn bushes and tall grasses. It is moderately dry with annual rainfall of about 380 to 640 millimeters. So this shows the complex. This is one of the Rustenburg Platinum Mines, and this is an image of just a small area of the complex just to show the type of trees. So you get your long grasses, and you can see this is more of a savanna type climate. How did the complex form? The Bushveld Igneous Complex formed by repeated pulsing of molten magma through the Earth's crust about 2 billion years ago. Geologists believe that the complex formed over a period of 100 million years. The repeated pulsing of magma was formed by volcanic eruptions and was injected into a huge subvolcanic chamber in the Earth's crust. The cooling and solidification of this magma resulted in the formation of igneous rock. Because the rock was beneath the surface of the Earth, it cooled much more slowly, and through this, different minerals crystallized at different temperatures, and thus accumulated as layers from the base of the complex upwards. With time, the weight of the magma and forces of the Earth caused the layers to sag down in the middle, giving the shape of a pile of thin sources. And with time, the combination of time and weather, erosion of the landscape took place, molding the surface of the Earth into arcuate lapolithic structure of the Bushveld Igneous Complex. Arcuate refers to the shape, which is a curved shape. Lapolithic refers to the lapolith, which is the igneous intrusion. So it's a rock that is lenticular in shape, basically like biconvex, like a lens, and depressed in the center. So it sags in the center. So this image just shows how the magma rose from the mantle into the crust and cooled and solidified here. There was a reduced weight in the center, which is why the igneous rock did not push up, but rather only on the sides, where more erosion and more weight and pressure was applied. Both geological and economic interest centers around the mass of these basic rocks, which are exposed in 3 areas, and 2 of these areas lie at the eastern and western belts of the Bushveld. They form wide curved belts, which are divided into 4 zones: the Chol zone, the main zone, the critical zone, and the upper zone. So this image just shows the 4 different zones. So here we have the upper zone, the main zone, and then the lower zone, which includes the critical zone. This red shows the platinum carrying Mariinsky Reef, and the letters all indicate the location of platinum mines. This is an image of the igneous complex, which shows the distinct layers of the rocks. The dark layers are rich in chromite, and the light layers are rich in pyroxenite. The Mariinsky Reef, with uses ranging from jewelry to catalytic converters, platinum ranks among the most prized and most expensive metals, and about 70% of the world's platinum is mined in the Bushveld Igneous Complex and is found in the Mariinsky Reef of the complex. South Africa is the largest supplier of platinum in the world. The significance of platinum mining industry to South Africa, to the economy of South Africa, is reasonably well acknowledged. The PGM sector developed into one of the largest components of the mining industry. It is the largest mining employer and remains a significant export revenue earner. PGM, which means Platinum Group of Metals, generated revenue which amounted to 28.8 billion rand in 2003 in South Africa. With the revenue from the associated byproducts, PGM mining is currently earning the same revenue as gold mining in South Africa. Its development, investment, and transformation footprint on the economy is significant. In 2018, the PGM sector produced around 259 tons of platinum, exported around 89% of the metals produced, earned around 96 billion rand in revenue, employed around 168,000 people directly, paid employees 48 billion rand in earnings, and contributed 0.9 billion rand in royalties. In addition to this, to the platinum content of the Merensky Reef, nickel and copper are also extracted as valuable byproducts. So this diagram shows the value of platinum in South Africa and its many different uses in being environmentally friendly, looking good in terms of makeup and clothing, keeping you connected, so travel and technology, and as well as saving lives. So it has recently been used in the development of cancer-fighting medicines, as well as airbags in cars, hearing aids, pacemakers. This image shows statistics of the employment across the various minerals in South Africa and shows that platinum dominates the employment in mining. It's 41% compared to the rest, which is 21%, 20%, and 18%. Here we can see that 94% of platinum reserves are located in South Africa, and a very minuscule amount is located in other countries. And 71% of platinum is produced in South Africa compared to the very minimal amount in the other countries. However, the sector is in crisis, so the reduction of economic potential in the future. Over the past 5 years, the PGM sector has struggled with an oversupplied market, a function of structural changes in global supply and demand fundamentals, including increased growth in recycling, flat new mine supply and weaker demand, domestic labor strike, declining productivity, and rapidly escalating costs. The National Platinum Strategy for South Africa is aimed at addressing the current crisis, preventing further erosion of the economic capacity of the industry, and ensuring that the world's largest PGM resource realizes its full value. The strategy hopes to achieve this by adding more than 1 million jobs and giving a contribution of 8.2 trillion rand to South Africa's economy by 2050. The aims of the National Platinum Strategy would require collaboration between all stakeholders, involving urgent and bold action by South African government in the form of support if these goals would want to be achieved by 2050. And this will allow the PGM sector to tackle short-term challenges while at the same time investing in the long-term future. So to conclude, the Bushveld Igneous Complex is a major source of platinum, or the platinum group of metals. It contains about 70 to 75% of the global resource, and it has proven to be a valuable commodity that has many uses in industry, modern industry. The opportunity to expand the supply of platinum into the market deficit, specifically from this region, does exist, and is being driven by South African legislation. To fully realize the true potential of South Africa's unique PGM deposits, it requires that all parties work together to reduce cost pressures in the industry, improve productivity levels, and focus on sustainable outcomes. A more stable and competitive exchange rate is also critically important in terms of allowing longer-term planning horizons. These are the references where I got all my information from, and that is the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening. So please forgive me for it being a little bit longer than what was the time frame. I am sorry it took a bit longer to explain some of the diagrams, but thank you.